Representative of Ukraine.
Madame la Présidente, distinguished members of the Security Council, Deputy Secretary General, Mr. Ellison, Excellencies, colleagues, dear media, thank you very much for agreeing to have this meeting on such a short notice. Mr. Ellison, thank you for your comments and thank you for presenting us the statement of the Secretary General, which is very promising. What I'm going to state now was sent to all the missions this afternoon, including the recent information of about the developments in Ukraine and mostly in Crimea. The situation continues to deteriorate. As I told you yesterday, the Russian troops had illegally entered the territory of Ukraine in the Crimean Peninsula under ambiguous reason to protect a Russian-speaking population of Ukraine. A few hours ago, the upper house of Russian Parliament, Council of Federation, has unanimously authorized the use of military force against Ukraine upon request of the President of Russian Federation, Vladimir Putin. But the troops are already there, and their number is increasing every coming hour. This action by the Russian Federation constitutes an act of aggression against the state of Ukraine, a severe violation of international law, posing a serious threat to sovereignty and territorial integrity of our country, as well as peace and stability in the whole region. The Russian Federation doesn't comply with its obligations as state guarantor of Ukraine under the Budapest Memorandum, obliging Russia, as well as other permanent members of the Security Council, to refrain from the threat or use of force against the territorial integrity of Ukraine. It is a dangerous challenge to the very principle of the NPT. Russia officially rejected Ukrainian proposal to hold immediate bilateral consultations under Article 7 of the Treaty on Friendship, Cooperation and Partnership between Ukraine and the Russian Federation of 1997. Russian Federation brutally violated the basic principles of Charter of the United Nations, obliging all member states, inter alia, to refrain from threat or use of force against the territorial integrity or political independence of any state. Facing the announced military intervention into Ukraine, the government of Ukraine has requested to hold this meeting of the Security Council. We call upon the Security Council to do everything possible now to stop aggression by the Russian Federation against Ukraine. There is still a chance. Ukraine addresses the guarantor states to react immediately to prevent intervention. We are calling for the international monitors of the situation Ukraine with regard to the aggression of the Russian Federation. We urge all member states of the United Nations to demonstrate solidarity with the Ukrainian nation to protect sovereignty and territorial integrity of the country, to protect the very basic principles of the United Nations, currently brutally violated by a permanent a permanent member of the Security Council. Thank you, Madam President. Thank you for your attention.